substance towards a more integrated Europe. So let's use the opportunities with the tools which are available. Now I think the EU should now move forward. And I wouldn't say, unfortunately, it's too early, an integrated, but ever closer coordinated economic governance. What does that mean? This means that the macroeconomic policies must be more coordinated. Budgetary policies, even legal pension age. A Europe of solidarity will have the need for a more coordinated system, economic system and social system. Otherwise, solidarity will not work. It will not work if someone is going in retirement for 67 and someone with 60. The guy with 67 will ask what I'm working for 7 years in addition. No, I don't do that. So these are democratic reactions which you will see not only on the national level, where we are used to it. You will see it more and more also on a European level if we create this Europe of solidarity. And this Europe of solidarity means also Europe of stability and economic success. That's a common challenge. And that's my reading of the crisis. We will now be pushed into that. Or we will face disaster. And this is not only an alternative for your country, that's really, I mean, it would be a European-wide disaster if we would fail with fixing the consequences of these crises. It wouldn't be contained on one country. It would be a historical drama, ladies and gentlemen. There is always an alternative, a bad one. Therefore, I think this crisis is a huge opportunity for Europe. Unfortunately, we need these push by the crisis to move ahead. But we should use this opportunity. Maybe you may ask, why did we need 2 years? But better after 2 years than never, that we can move ahead. And looking around the Mediterranean, as I said before, fixing our economy is also a contribution to our security. Don't forget that. Economy and security are also closely linked. We live in a challenging neighborhood. We are not living like our cousins in the US on a continental island protected by 2 oceans. We have to deal with our neighbors. And the southern shores of the Mediterranean is our direct neighborhood. It's not only about security threats, which are really challenging. It's also about migration. Your country experienced in the recent months here a huge challenge for Europe, not only for Greece. It's a question of economic development. If you look to the crisis in the Arab world, which is now transforming into an Arab revolution, which is not stoppable, it's all about a very young population, fast growing, without economic opportunities. I can only give you the advice to read the UNDP reports about the Arab world. You will find all the ingredients in these reports since years. This is now developing. So European security means also to invest our economic experience, our economic possibilities in strategic partnerships in our neighborhood. will sit and wait, do nothing, until we are confronted with a direct security threat. I think this is a very bad option. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me sum up because I won't speak too long. I hope I could start a lively discussion. I'm very interested in a discussion, in pros and cons. Our common future is Europe, and we have to get over the limits of the 20th century. The opportunity is now. There are misunderstandings. There are, by and then, also bad languages, bad behavior. But we have a common future, a common destiny. We depend on each other. The bigger on the smaller, the richer on the poorer, the new member states on the old member states. And we depend also on the continuation of enlargement. To let down the Balkans would be a terrible mistake. You can dispute whether Turkey should be a member of the European Union, yes or no. I'm in favor of the membership. But you can't dispute the future of the people in the Western Balkans. This is definitely a part of Europe. And how we deal with them in the future enlargement policies will be also very important. So we have a common destiny, a common future. Let's get over the limits of the 20th century. I know it's complicated, it's difficult. For politicians in the office, it's hard to sell to the national public opinions. Let's work together in an economic restart. Let's reshape our welfare states, an essential part of the European identity. We have to rearrange the basics there without giving up the concept and the idea, the reality of the welfare state. That belongs to us, to the Europeans. And let's grow up. Nobody will take care of us, only if we take care about ourselves. Thank you very much.